Taurus, the person on your mind this week, how do they feel? What are their intentions? What are their actions? This will not resonate with everyone. Take with us, leave the rest, switch the roles if you have to. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't force it. If it's too confusing, it's not your reading. Taurus, how does your person feel about you this week? They're in their head. They're very pessimistic. They may be thinking the worst of the situation. They feel stuck. They feel limited. Somebody here may be in jail. I'm getting a strong Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This could be the cross watchers sign. These signs could be in your chart. This does not have to be. Why do they feel the Eight of Swords though? I'm getting someone here has been trying to meditate, and no matter, they're trying to figure out how to quiet their thoughts, trying to meditate, trying to go in, but they're having a really hard time. Tell me about, okay, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Temperance reverse. So this person, Taurus, this is someone who could also drink a lot, or they're just very disbalanced. This is someone who is like very emotionally too much. At times, I'm saying that because we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse is someone who makes you feel overwhelmed. And we also have the Temperance reverse. It makes me feel like you guys are not really at peace right now, but I feel like this person isn't at peace within themselves too. So like it could be also the relationship, but um there's a lot of chaos going on here. With the Knight of Cups in reverse, you may be dealing with someone who can be a bit manipulative, emotionally manipulative. They may also pull back really quick, like they go in head first and then they pull back. And um oh, this is so specific. This is not going to be for everyone, but I'm getting someone here that you guys could have been intimate, and the person, um maybe you guys didn't use, I'm getting somebody here could have not used protection, and you told the other person that you wanted them to pull out and they didn't, and there was like a whole thing too, and this person is stressing out because of that, or somebody here is. That's very specific. That is not for everyone. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm so sorry. Sometimes it gets very invasive um with tarot. Interesting. I feel like that's relevant in a way. Someone here could feel like the other person is just too invasive. They try to get in their business, they try to get in their life. They try to like they push beyond the boundaries, you right? They go beyond that line. Like there's a line here and someone here keeps crossing it. It's like a repetitive thing that's not for everyone. What are their intentions? Page of Cups, they want to send you a message. They might miss you. Over here with the Page of Cups, this is sweetness, this is tenderness. This is someone who they have feelings for you. They want to, they want to send you their cup of love. If you're not in communication, expect some type of message. They want to speak to you, Taurus. What are their actions? Six of Pentacles and the Fool. They want to have a new beginning. They want to take a leap of faith. They want to take a risk. For some of you with that Six of Pentacles, it could be somebody, I always say it could be someone giving to more than one situation. But, I'm not going to read it like that. I'm reading it more like they want a balance. Taurus, this is someone who wants a balance, but specifically in this deck, I always say like it's hard to have a balance because this person's like so much taller, so much bigger. It just feels like there's more going on one side than the other, and it's hard to find that balance. But I feel like this person wants to make it work regardless. I'm also getting someone here could be way taller, way bigger. There's like a big tall height or size difference, like it's noticeable between the two of you, but that's not for everyone. All right, let me get, how do you feel about them? How does the Taurus feel about them? Switch the roles if you have to. Maybe this is you, and now I'm going to talk about your person. Just switch the roles if you have to. Okay. You were the best thing in my life. So someone here feels like the other was the best thing in their life. Let's get some tarot on that. Just want to make sure my cards are not reversed. Wow, as I turn around, I see the devil. So someone here could be obsessive, a bit toxic here. Let me see. Taurus, how does Two of Swords? All right, Taurus, you block them. You want nothing to do with them. You're confused. Two of Swords feels like you haven't made up your mind yet. Some of you are weighing the options here, weighing your options. Like, what options do you have? Which way can you go in this situation? You're still kind of like thinking about it. You're, with that Three of Pentacles, it's kind of like planning, and you're trying to put it all together. But I do feel like you're very confused. How do you view them, Taurus? How do you view this person? How does the Taurus view this person, the Five of Swords? You view them as very arrogant. You view them as I'll just say how I feel. You view them, they could be an asshole. This is someone, you view them as someone who feels like their shit don't stink. You view them as someone who you have a lot of frustrations and resentments with them, like things haven't been resolved. There's a lot of lingering energy, there's a lot of tension in the air. How do they view you, Taurus? How does Taurus's person view them? Magician, somebody could be a Gemini here. The Tower, like you're very overwhelming. It's like you want what you want, with that Queen of Wands and the Tower, like it's very passionate, and sometimes it almost feels kind of forceful. Some of you are dealing with someone who it was just like a very physical thing. They view you as someone who has betrayed them, ended things with them. They view you as someone who, like I said, overwhelms them. But I feel like a part of them, this feels like a very toxic relationship, honestly, towards they view you as someone who's very attractive physically. Um, but at the same time, they also view you as someone who they had a very painful ending with. Some of you some of you Taurus, your person is viewing you as someone who does some type of like witchcraft, or you're trying to like do spells, or like you're like they somebody here literally, Taurus, I'm getting your person thinks that you've done some type of voodoo to try to like, because they're very attracted to you and they don't want to be, or they don't want to feel this pull anymore, so they feel like you've done some type of work or some type of magic. If you are someone who believes in that, or they believe in that, that's very specific. That's not for everyone. All right, Taurus, what's the tea? What's a tea? This is very specific, not for everyone. Dirty offer. Yep, it could be a sexual based connection relationship. And we have grudge holder. I'm also getting somebody could be like stalking the other, so like they're watching their every move, very obsessively. I'm getting like a very, I don't want to say dangerous, but just the look of this person's eyes. It's like there's a lot going on there. Somebody here, I had gotten that your person is going to send you some type of message. For some of you, it could start out as a sweet message, but then it turns very sexual very quick. But anyways, that is what I'm getting. Thank you, Taurus. Have a great week.